Hi there, Year 9. How you doing? Come in. Make yourself a cup of tea. Get a piece of paper and a pen. And off you go. You've got 5 minutes to do your do now. Starting now. Have a go at everything. Leave nothing unturned. Off you go. Okay, year 9, we are done. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Right, 360 as a product of its prime factors. Start with 360, and let's start splitting it into two numbers that multiply together to make it. Now, you could have used any numbers here to do this, but I'm going to do 6 lots of 60. You might have done 2 lots of 180 or whatever it is. But two numbers that multiply together to make 360. If they're not prime, you split them again. Now 6 is made from 2 and 3, and both of those are prime, so I circle them, and those branches are now finished. 60 could be made from 6 times 10. Again, 6 can be 2 and 3. 10 isn't prime, so I split it into 2 times 5. Both of those are prime. So that means 360 could be written as... I'm going to do it two ways. So I'm going to do the long way first. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors, prime factors. And let's neaten it up into powers. So 2 to the power of 3, because there's 3 of them. 3 to the power of 2, because there's 2 of them. And 5. Okay, product means multiply, so you write it as those prime factors multiplied together. All right, 750 as a product of its prime factors, you do the same thing again. And when you do that with 750, you get... I'm not going to do the whole tree for this one. I'm just going to tell you what the prime factors are. And then you can just check your answer. So 2 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 5, which when you neaten it up, you get 2 times 3 times 5 to the power of 3. So 5 cubed, okay? Right. Use a Venn diagram to calculate the HCF and LCM of these two numbers. Well, that's the two numbers we just did, and that's a huge hint. The reason they got you to do the prime factors is because they now want you to do this. We're going to use one circle to represent 360, or the prime factors for 360, and the other one to represent the prime factors for 750, and we start with the ones that they share in the middle here. Anything they share can go in the center, so they both have a 2, so that can go in. They both have a 3, so that can go in the middle. And they both have a 5, so that goes in the middle as well. And then I look at the rest of the factors for 360, sorry, there's a 2, another 2, and a 3. So a 2, another 2, and a 3. And then for the 750, there are just 2 5s left over, so 5 and another 5. Okay, so we've done the Venn diagram. Now I need to work out the HCF and LCM. Highest common factor, that's something that divides something else. Now that comes from the ones in the center, the HCF, and you multiply those ones together. 2 times 3, which is 6, times it by 5 is 30. So the highest common factor, the biggest number that divides both of these, is 30. Let's change down to magenta maybe. Now the LCM, that comes from all of them multiplied together. So there's 1, 2, 3 2's that need to be multiplied. 2 times 2 times 2 times by, there are 2 3's. And there are 3 5's. 1, 2, 3. And you multiply all of those together. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 5. That's 8. Let's just check I've got 8 factors there. Yep. Which is, ooh, that's a nice, convenient number. Satisfying number. 9,000 is the first number. Yeah, if you did the times table for both of these, the first number that's in both of their times tables is 6,000. Last question. Here are the prime factor decompositions. That's just another name for what we've just been doing. Prime factor, products of prime factors is a prime factor decomposition for two numbers, 1,755 and 1,638. what is the HCF of these two? Now I don't need to go to the effort of doing a Venn diagram because it comes from this. I know that the Venn diagram, the HCF, are the ones that they share. So I'm looking at what stuff do they share. Well, this has got 3 cubed and this has got 3 squared. That means this has got 3 3s, this one's got 2 of them. That means they've both got at least 2, so they share those 2. They don't share any 2s, this one's got a 2 but this one doesn't. They don't share 5s, this one has a 5 but this one doesn't. This one has a 7 but the top one doesn't. But they both have a 13, so we shall times those 2 3s by a 13 as well. HCF, come on computer. Okay. I could probably do that in my head, but I'm just going to check it on the calculator. 117 is what we're looking at there. So find the ones they share. Don't necessarily need to do the Venn diagram if it doesn't ask you to, as long as you're confident with your prime factors. Okay, cool. Right, off to your main task. Bye bye, Year 9. It was great to see you.